Hi, good morning. It's your girl T. I am very tired this morning because I was actually up all night studying, so my head is doing beige. Regardless, man must chop. Today we're going to be doing like a breakfast gist kind of video. I am going to attempt making a sausage and egg bagel sandwich. I have actually been obsessed with sausage and egg bagel sandwich since I had it at Dunkin' Donuts for the very first time. It was really good. It was like the bagels were so soft and the eggs were made in a way that I've never had eggs before. I don't know, it's just really good. Maybe it's just me like overhyping it, but it's really good and I'm going to try to recreate that today because for some reason I'm craving bagels. Disclaimer, I have never made bagels in my life before. If you're going to try to use this as a recipe video, I mean, I'm going to attach the recipe of what I'm going to attempt, but if you're planning to use this as a recipe guide, well, don't have high expectations. Just, yeah, because this is probably going to be very chaotic, but I will try my best to make her proud. Knowing that I like to keep my videos as authentic as possible, just get ready to hear sounds from my nephew from time to time. Like, okay, he's not making any sounds right now, but you will hear sounds from him from time to time because he likes to give a feature in my videos, an audio feature in my videos. So yes, proud aunt right here. It's actually a really good day to just eat and go back to bed because this weather is too cozy. Like, it's actually too cozy. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Kingston right now is 72 degrees.
Let me try that again. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside in degrees Celsius?
The temperature in Kingston right now is 22 degrees Celsius.
Okay, that's actually not bad. It feels really cool and cozy considering the fact that I'm used to 35 degrees Celsius weather. That's another thing I don't get in this country. Like, why is it that the rest of the world uses degrees Celsius, but this great land of the free, home of the brave, uses degree Fahrenheit? I don't get it. There are a list of things that I don't understand in this country, like the temperature measurement they use, the weight measurement that they use, the way they write their dates. Like, why is everything in reverse in this country? Anyways, that's not what this video is about. Let's just get into making our bagels because I'm about to pass out. How to make bagels at home. I prefer to search recipes on TikTok because everything is very straight to the point. But I am going to be loyal today and I will search up a recipe on YouTube and I'm going to try my best to follow it as best as possible. So fingers crossed, let us pray that this does not bash. Okay, so first mix warm water, 3 tablespoons of sugar and instant yeast. This is where we're going to have a problem. I don't have yeast, but I do have a yeast solution that I'm going to try to use and hopefully it's not bad. So let me put my water first because this is already starting to be scary. So this is the bowl I'm going to be using. I'm not going to try to do too much so that I don't spoil it. Remember how I said I don't have yeast, but I have like a yeast solution. I made puff puff a few weeks ago and this was what we had left because the solution I made for that one was too much. So let's hope that this is able to get me where I need to be. If not, well, it's better to have tried and failed than to not try at all. So because precision is the goal, I'm going to be very specific with this measurement. The recipe says 1 cup of warm water. That's fine. 1 cup. Alright. Then 3 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. So tablespoon is regular spoon we're using eating every.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Well, let's just hope that 2 of this is equal to 3 tablespoons. See, I can't follow instructions. I'm already messing up. We will try our best to salvage this as much as possible. The next one says 2 tablespoons of instant yeast. Since I don't have instant yeast, all I have is the solution. I'm just gonna put everything inside and hope for the best. I mean, it smells very yeasty, so there should be some yeast in there now. It smells very yeasty. I think it's going to do the job. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is mix. So let me just get that. This thing smells like palm wine, which is kind of weird because it actually kind of looks like palm wine. It takes me back to my childhood days of when me and everyone, my cousins, would go and visit my grandma, and then my uncles and my aunties are sitting outside under the tree drinking palm wine, and me and my cousins are wishing, when will we ever be cool enough to drink? Well, look at all of us now. Well, look at them now. Me, I don't. Well, who am I deceiving? Okay. So the next step is to add 3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon salt. I feel like this is going to give me more bagels than I'm hoping for, but I could always put it in the fridge because, or like give it to my neighbors, you know, be a good neighbor, which is uncharacteristic of me because I don't like people, you know, it's never too late to do good work. Salt, 1 teaspoon. I feel like a chemist, like mixing and matching. I actually feel like cooking is chemistry because you're basically just mixing everything together and you get some amazing, delicious, spontaneous result at the end. It's absolutely amazing. I actually wonder whoever came up with cooking, the person was really onto something because this is a masterpiece. So I'm guessing at this point I'm not supposed to use the mixer anymore. I'm supposed to use a spatula, which I would have known if I followed instructions, but as I did not, let me just make amends for myself. So now I'm just mixing. I will be adding all the ingredients that I added to my bagel experiment in the video and as well as the description, so in case you want to try it and see that it's actually not as hard as this girl is making it look, I would love to hear your participation in this. I was actually watching my favorite podcast, Shits and Gigs, and they brought Nella Rose on, which is also a creator that I really like, and they asked her a question about how she can advise people to overcome their insecurities, and she was like, just accept it. And then she said something that I think that a lot of people don't think about. These things that you're changing about yourself, being it your hair, your nose, your skin, your kids are gonna have it because it's genetics. You can do an outward surgery, but you cannot change your genetic recombination. Do you get? So if you change your nose, you're gonna have a kid that's gonna have that exact same nose, and you're gonna have to live with it for the rest of your life. Just be looking at your insecurities in a child that you're supposed to love unconditionally. So instead of trying to change it, I'm not saying that don't be empowered. If you do want to change it, feel free. But instead of trying to change it because you hate it, why not accept it and just make those tweaking modifications so that when you see your children, those things are not going to make you think that your kid is ugly. If that makes sense. Yeast is looking very mete, and I think it's supposed to be like a bread dough, so I'm going to add a little bit of flour just to thicken it up a little bit, because you know we like them thick. Anyways, I would add a little bit of flour just to thicken it up a little bit, just so that I can properly knead it. How much do you think I should add? Not so much, nothing too crazy, just a little bit. I feel like I've added too much. Not done for me. Saying one thing and doing the complete opposite. Hey! We are in battle in this world. You see, every time I tell myself I need to get an apron, and every time I don't, and I put myself in this predicament where I get all covered up by flour, but by Flour. I don't know how to pronounce it. English is not my first language. I mean, technically it's supposed to be, but I'm just not good at it. I mean, well, whatever, that's people's business. Don't ask me any question. So it is looking thicker now. I think at this point I can actually knead it. So I am just going to knead it and let it rest. So this is what the dough looks like after kneading it. I put it in a well-oiled bowl and I'm going to cover this up and keep it in the oven. It has to be, like, the oven is not on, it has to be in like a warm place for it to rise. So I'm going to cover it up, put it in the oven for it to rise for about an hour. So I will just cover this up and keep it in the oven for it to rise. That was aggressive. Hey Google, set a timer for an hour.
Got it. 1 hour. And that's starting now.
It's been an hour and it's time for me to take my bagel dough out of the oven and see how much it has risen. Hopefully, like Jesus on the third day, it's gonna rise really well. Okay. It didn't really rise that much. Well, I didn't expect it to rise that much. I mean, like, of course I expected it to rise, but considering the fact that I didn't really have sufficient yeast to use, it's actually not that bad, you know? It's not that bad. It's okay, I feel like we can work with this. It's workable, and plus when we put it in the oven, I think it's going to swell a little bit more. So it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not upset. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna make it work like I always do. That's what I'm supposed to do, is to roll it into balls. No pun intended. Roll it into balls and divide it so that I can like massage it and do that thingy that they do where they put the hole in the middle. Okay. So recently I have been watching Dynasty. And firstly, let me say, to those of you that have watched Dynasty and you didn't think to put other people on, why are you wicked? Like, why do you enjoy wickedness? Because I see no reason why you would not tell somebody about a show like Dynasty. Maybe I'm the one that just enjoys it too much, but I feel like Dynasty is a really good show. It has so much, except for the parts where they give like the Disney characteristic where they start to spontaneously sing. I mean, I understand that Elizabeth Gillis is a singer, but relax, we get it. Anyways, so I have been watching Dynasty a lot and I really like it because they have so much drama in their life. It's nice to see that rich people have problems. You know, being a pre-rich person, it's nice to see that people that are there are still struggling like commoners. So the battles never end and I absolutely love that for me. So my dough looks really good. I feel like I should just bake this into one bread. This bread is going to slap. But I am not going to, just realizing that I did not add milk. I like to add milk to my bread dough, but unfortunately I didn't add milk to this. So we're just going to try our best and manage how it tastes. I'm sure it's going to taste good. I mean, obviously it has to taste good. I made it. The next thing we're going to do is divide it into, how many are you thinking? I'm thinking 6. So 6. Not bad. Not bad, you know. So I have to move all of this here because I need to flour up this pan so that when I put it in the shape, I can put it on this pan for it to set for a little bit. Do you know what this reminds me of here? You know when we watched Kung Fu Panda growing up, I always saw how their dumplings looked. It kind of looks like this the way they draw it. Dumplings is definitely something that I want to try in my life because it just looks so good. And I'm just so curious, like, why does it look so good? Like, I want to try dumplings so bad. I feel like one of these days I should actually just go to the store and just get dumplings or go to a Chinese restaurant and order dumplings. But I feel like if I order dumplings in public and try to eat it for the very first time in public, it's going to be very embarrassing. That is definitely one of my fears, trying out new foods in public, because I like to try out new foods in the comfort of my home. Reason being because I could embarrass myself eating it outside. You get like it could be really messy because I don't know how to eat it. People will laugh at me, and I don't have a lot of shame. So the ones that I have left, I like to preserve it. So I should probably just buy the dumplings and try at home to preserve myself from that shame. So when I become a pro in eating dumplings, I can always go to a restaurant and be like, oh yeah, of course, I am gonna have the siding of the dumpling, the veggie dumpling or the shrimp dumpling, whichever one you have is gonna be absolutely fine by me. Bruh, I need to be rich. I have the pizzazz, don't you think? Now I'm just going to mold it. I think this is the part I've been the most excited for because I've seen people, especially Nara Smith, do this online. I mean, I'm not in my Nara Smith era. Who do I think I am? But definitely love her. And she inspires me to try a lot of things, which is kind of what's making me try this right now. So I think putting it in a ring position, and contrary to societal acceptance, just try to make the hole as wide as possible. No. Oh! Jeff, don't. I know I hate Michael Cohen. I mean, I don't hate him, he's ugly, but still. What? Why does everyone in Georgia have a gun? Maybe I should get myself a Glock too. I've completely messed this up. I need to do it again. Every single person has a gun. Like, are you kidding me? The psychopath, the crazy brother, Jeff that's losing his mind. Oh my god, they shot Fallon! They shot Fallon Carrington. I need a break from this show. This show has spiked my BP, and I'm just a child. I'm just a girl. I shouldn't be having BP all over the place because of... Let me just finish making my bagels because I can't do this. Okay, so I am done folding this up or molding it up. The recipe says to add honey to the water before I can put the bagels into boil for a bit. But I thought I had honey, but there's no honey. But I do have maple syrup. It's kind of like honey, right? Just not as thick. So I hope this does the job because I have no other alternative. And well, I guess I'm assuming that the honey is to make it a little bit sweeter. So let's hope that maple syrup does the job. If not, nothing. Alright, so this seems to be boiled. Let me just reduce the heat a little bit. I'm supposed to boil it on, like, boil the bagels on both sides for about 25 seconds. I need to find the other scoopy thingy, the one that's like round. So it's not coming out looking the sexiest, but it is looking not bad. So this is how they look, being all boiled. I think now I need to just egg wash them and they're good to put in the freezer. Did I actually say freezer? I meant I'm just going to egg wash them and put them in the oven. This one, guys, starting to slap because, bruh. Let me just preheat my oven. Done with the egg wash. Remember when I said I didn't add milk to the dough? I decided to add milk to the egg wash just to give it that milky taste because I'm obsessed with milk. And that is the oven saying it is ready to put in now. So I am going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. That's what the recipe says. And in 20 minutes, we're going to see how well the bagels turned out. But in the meantime, while this is going to be in the oven, I am going to be making the filling because remember I said I wanted like a sausage and egg bagel sandwich. So I will be making my sausages and my eggs. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Sure, 20 minutes. And we're starting now.
While that is baking, I am going to work on my sausage. I am going to use two just in case I want to eat more later. I'm just going to make two and then I can use the other one, whatever hours left.
Quick, midnight snack. Midnight quick snack.
I'm just gonna cut the sausage slanted so that I can be a little bit flat, so I can easily just put it in my sandwich. Do you know what's surprising? It has come to my attention that some hooligans out there eat sausage raw, and I'm like, like, why are you eating raw meat? Are you a carnivore? Like, I don't get it. I don't think I'm the weird one by wanting to cook my sausage. Like, why are you eating raw sausage? Like, raw meat? But I do hear these days that the kids on the street like raw meat, so you guys should have fun and stay safe. But try and be cooking your sausage. Don't be weird. It doesn't even taste good uncooked. Like, try and saute it, fry it, so that you can know what good life is like, and stop living like you are a bush person. Please cook your sausages, kids. And another thing that I don't understand, please, I need you guys to comment in the video. I had this argument with my cousin about how if you should wash your spag or not. You know, when you take spag out of the pack, do you wash it before you boil it and then you parboil it and you rinse it again? Or do you just put it in the pan and just don't wash it? Because I wash mine like a regular person. I wash my spag before I boil it, and then when it's cooked, I take it out and I wash it again, and then I cook it up. But apparently, there is a consensus of people that don't wash their spag. What's next? You don't wash rice? What's really going on, you guys? What's going on in this country? I mean, what's going on this planet? So I am done cutting up my sausages. I am just gonna put that back in the bowl that had the oil. Add a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm gonna put it in the air fryer. So my sausage is done. I added a little bit of chicken chunks in the air fryer, just, you know, why not? And now it's time to fry my egg. Now it's time to fry my eggs. Some of the mixture from the egg wash and milk, so I'm just gonna add it in there because we don't waste in this house. Hey Google, stop. Is this all going to be enough? I think I need to reduce. This fryer is so aggressive. Always ready for war. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this there. Oh, my bagels are almost done. Sausage is ready, egg is ready. Bagels almost ready. The timer went out, but it was still looking a little too fair for me because, you know, dark skinned all the way. Anyway, it was still looking a little too light skinned for me, so I'm just gonna leave it in for like another 5-10 minutes just to give it a little bit of melanin. In that time, I am gonna be making a smoothie. I'm craving a banana and strawberry smoothie, so I'm gonna take that along with my bagel sandwich, and I am finally going to be done. I am exhausted. If this is what Nara Smith goes through to feed her kids, then my future children should not. They shouldn't dream big, because we're going to be having in and out every day. Alright, so I have this. Time to blend it. So this is what the bagels look like. It actually doesn't look that bad. Let me show you guys. Up close, it doesn't look that bad. When you see me outside, put some respect on my name, because despite the fact that I can't follow instructions, this actually came out looking really good. And I know you can't smell it. It smells amazing, so I'm definitely sure it's going to be tasting awesome. So kids, you can see this is basically just a metaphor. When you wake up in the morning and you have your mindset on something, do it. No matter what, just do it. Nike was onto something. So let me assemble this and I can finally satisfy my craving. Bruh, it's been such a long time. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly assemble this. I'm gonna make a sandwich for myself and one for my sister. I'm gonna put all the other bagels in the fridge so that later I can come and, you know, bask in my work. So first, I'm gonna use a bread knife. I think I have delayed responses when it comes to touching things that are hot, because whenever I touch stuff that is hot, even when I was in uni and we used to do chemical experiments, whenever I touch something that is hot, it takes my brain at least 10 seconds to realize that it's actually hot. But these bagels, they got nothing on me. You can be hot, but you can't be hotter than tea. You know what I'm saying? I should actually drop a song. I should drop a rap. Did you know, fun fact about me, when I was younger I used to rap, like, because I had a cousin who was really into Lil Wayne. So growing up, he used to make me and my other cousin, who was his sister, listen to Lil Wayne raps and stuff. And I guess I kind of like got into it because by the time I was in junior secondary school, I used to spit bars. Like, people used to gather just to hear me rap. It's called me DJ Bakey, but that was in my past life. I've dropped all those behind me. I call so that I got to pay them from run. You know, nobody's calling out the legends of rap. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna drop a beat for you guys if you pay me well enough. So, but for now, you're just gonna wish and wonder, like, what does DJ Baki sound like? One time for me, I thought you were smart. I am, but I can do all things. Do I like to punish myself? Whew. At this point, it's not even kinky, because why do I enjoy punishment? It's a butter. I actually want to tell you guys a story, but I feel like it's going to make it too long. So I'm going to tell you a story in my next video. Is that her dropping on him for you to come back and watch the next video? Maybe. You're never gonna know until you come back for the next video. Anyways, it's a really good story, so you should come back and watch the story that I have to tell you. In the meantime, I am done with my bagels. So now I am officially done. I made my bagels from scratch. I didn't make my eggs from scratch because I don't have chickens, but if I had chickens I would make them late so I can get that from scratch. Didn't make my sausage from scratch, but I cooked it, which is better than some of you out there. And I assembled it and it looks really great. It smells amazing. I'm a bad guy, so when you think about tea, I should probably add culinary expert, culinary masterpiece to my resume now, because anyways, so let me plate this with my smoothie and I can finally eat. I'm just gonna show you guys a final picture of what it looks like with my plate at the end of the video, but at this point we are actually at the end. It was really nice for you guys to stay along with me for this ride. Like I said, I'm going to be attaching the full list of recipes as well as what I did to achieve this, so that in case you want to try, you could try it out and just let me know if it was a success or if it was a bust. But either way, I believe in you, because if I could, you definitely can. Yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on your post notifications, share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.